number and size of firms, or size of an entire industry, or major industry trends and its directions. Then variety of different products, different services offered, and different strategies to differentiate the competitors. Rivalry among competitors. This driver is basically for the competition with the opponent in the industry. Then there comes second driver, that is bargaining power of supplier. This driver contains factors such as reputation of supplier brand, supplier geographical exposure, then the quality of products or the quality of services which are offering, then customer relationship with the industry, or capability to offer broad range of products and services. Then third one is bargaining power of buyer. This driver basically contains the factors such as buyer choice or the preferences, means what he wants to buy, exactly what is in the market need, what is the market need, number and sizes of buyers, then frequency of switching and associated cost, then significance of the product or service, volume discounts, then ease of use for products and services. Then there comes a fourth one, that is a threat of substitutes. This driver contains factors such as pricing and quality of choices of the products, or we can say vulnerability to market distribution or fashion development, then effects of legislative and government actions, and compliance risk. Then fifth driver, that is the threat of the entrant. It contains factors such as hurdle to entry. Hurdle means threat to entry, or geographical and cultural factors, then financial and strategic probability for new entrants, and complexity in creating a sustainable occurrence in the market. Then there comes a second document model, that is Michael Porter's value chain analysis model. This is again divided into the two parts, that is primary activities and the support activities. In the diagram you can see the Michael Porter's value chain analysis process, which includes firm infrastructure, human resource management, technology development, and procurement are included in the support activities. And inbound logistics, operations, outbound logistics, marketing, and service are included in the primary activities. These primary activities are also known as, or are also well known, as it works with steps and processes needed to take a product or service from its untreated materials. Inbound logistics contains recognition, sourcing, procurement, and supplier management of the raw materials. Then operations such as engineering, management of inventory, and manufacturing of the final product of service are included. Then outbound logistics. It contains logistics and delivery of the final product and service. Then marketing and sales. It contains promotion, marketing, advertising, sales, and channel management. Service contains support and maintenance of products and services after they are delivered to the customer. Then we will discuss about support activities. First, procurement. Procurement contains acquirement of supporting, maintenance, repairing, and operations materials. Then technology development. It contains supporting technologies, both information technologies and other technologies. Then important for keeping the lights on, technologies incorporated into the product. Then human resource management, HR management, which also includes recruitment, hiring, or we can say firing of a personnel. Then firm infrastructure. It contains physical infrastructure such as offices, buildings, and warehouses. Thank you.